welcome to another video. So as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, today I'm calling it 10 translated books that I'm excited by. These books might not actually all be translated. In fact, they are not all translated books. These are books that are on my Round the World, my Read the World TBR, which are books by authors who come from a country that is not my own. So talking about experiences that I do not have. So I'm going to start off at the top, just go through and tell you a little bit about the books and the authors where I can. So first of all, I've got Onika and the Academy of the Sun by Tola Okogwu. Apologies for the pronunciation. Tola is a British Nigerian author, and I'm excited by this one. It features Onika, and she has got magic in her hair, which I think is a really, really unique magic system that I haven't seen before, and I am so excited to get to this lovely middle grade. Next, I've got Death Note Volume 1 by Sugami Oba and Takeshi Obata. Apologies for pronunciation. This is a manga which I haven't read yet, but I believe the authors are Japanese. I don't know. I can't find anything about the authors. But yeah, the characters are from Japan, so I think the authors are Japanese. I'm excited. This will be my first manga, and I'm excited by that. Next, I have got Homegoing by j.ayre. So j.ayre was born in Ghana and raised in the US. I'm again excited by this. This sounds really interesting. One is about following two sisters. One has been sold into slavery and one is a slave trader's wife, which I think is a really, really interesting concept to start with. So yeah, excited to get to this one. Next, I've got The Bookseller of Kabul by Asni Siazad. So this one is, I think this is in fact a non-fiction about the bookseller in Kabul. Asni Siazad is Norwegian, I believe. Yes, is Norwegian, but has spent the 4 months living with this bookseller to write this book. I'm excited by this one. I think this sounds really interesting, and I think it would be really good to actually see something that's a non-fiction about Afghanistan, because I feel like I've read a few books by Afghani authors, and I'm interested to see non-fiction as well. Next, I have got A Long Petal of the Sea by Isabel Allende. So this one is, I think, an earlier Isabel Allende work. 2020, okay, not as old as I thought it was. I thought it was older than that. But this one is a historical fiction, I would say, which is about the Spanish Civil War. Isabel Allende is Chilean. And again, I am excited to read this one. I think this sounds good. I want to try and read some Isabel Allende. I have got other books of hers I'm interested in as well, but this is the one that sort of is catching my eye to start with. Next, I have got Kim Ji-yeon, born 1982 by Chu Nam-ju. This one is a Korean. So Chu Nam-ju is a Korean author, and I think it's only a diddy little book, but I've heard really, really good things about it and about Kim Ji-young's experiences growing up in South Korea. So I'm excited to read it. On the back, it says, Kim Ji-yeon is a girl born to a mother whose in-laws wanted a boy. Kim Ji-young is a sister made to share a room while her brother gets one of his own. Kim Ji-young is a daughter whose father blames her when she is harassed late at night. Kim Ji-young is a model employee who gets overlooked for promotion. Kim Ji-young is a wife who gives up her career and independence for a life of domesticity. Kim Ji-young has started acting strangely. Kim Ji-young is depressed. Kim Ji-young is mad. Kim Ji-young is her own woman. Kim Ji-young is every woman. That sounds fantastic. I'm very excited to get to this one. Next up, another middle grade, Ink Heart by Cornelia Funke. Again, it's a middle grade and it's about dragons. I don't really know much more than that, other than I like middle grades and I like dragons, so I'm excited to get to this one. I've then got Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. So this one is a graphic novel written by, I believe, an Iranian author about growing up in Iran. Intelligent, outspoken child of radical Marxist and the great-granddaughter of Iran's last emperor, Satrapi bears witness to a childhood uniquely entwined with the history of her country. So this sounds like it's going to be a really, really interesting read, especially in graphic novel format, so I'm excited. I've then got Clara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. This one is a bit more of a kind of sci-fi book out of Japan. I'm saying Japan. Is it Japan or is it South Korea? Japan. I was right. Okay. Clara is an artificial friend who is hoping that basically a customer's going to choose her. So I like the idea of it being like a sci-fi follow-in from the perspective of an AI. Sounds really interesting. And the final book on my Round the World books that I'm excited to read is I Am Malala by Malala. This is her autobiography. So Malala was shot by the Taliban for going to school. Yes, I don't know how old she was at the time, but she was on her way home from school and she was shot point blank in the head. And she is now basically a global global face almost of women's rights, girls' rights to education. I'm really excited to read her autobiography. I think it sounds like it's going to be fantastic. So I'm very excited to get to that one. So that was my pile of translated / books that are on my Round the World TBR that I am excited to get to. These are not all of the books on my Round the World TBR. I have got quite a lot more on my shelves, but these are the ones I'm most excited by at the moment. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if there's any that you think I will particularly enjoy, any that I need to bump up the TBR. And also let me know any of your recommendations for books written by authors who are not British. And if you like this video, please leave me a like, comment down below, subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!